Fondre here again with your JumpStart cooking technique this time. One of the more favorite recipes of all Americans is a perfectly roasted chicken. And when you read your conventional cookbooks, you'll see information such as preheat your oven to 450 degrees. Put the chicken in, after 15 minutes, turn it over for 15 minutes, put it on the side 15 minutes, the other side 15 minutes, and an hour, which equals about an hour and 10 minutes, you will have that perfectly roasted chicken. Well, let me show you the real JumpStart technique of doing this. I have two chickens here the same size. Now these are a little bigger than normally, but these are 4-pound chickens. So what you do is tuck the wings back behind like this, and that keeps them out of the way. And what I've done, I'm going to show you this technique in a moment, is to cut the back out. Again, we're not going to stuff the chicken, so what's the sense of keeping it whole? And whether you're cooking in your regular oven or your microwave, it's going to cook faster this way. So I'm going to lay this on my roasting rack and open the bottom a little bit. And now I'm going to season this guy using, this is a little bit of seasoned salt. It gives a little color to it. And also it has salt, paprika, a little blend of herbs and spices. And I like a lemony chicken. Now the favorite way to do this is to loosen that skin and stick a glob of butter with rosemary infused into it. And that makes a really delicious one. But this is just a simple everyday, you want a chicken, oh, the families gather around the table. I'm not going to roast a chicken. It takes an hour, hour and a half, and the kitchen gets all hot because the conventional oven is up at 450 degrees. And notice here that I have a metal rack. And that's going to keep the chicken out of the juices so it doesn't braise, but it truly roasts. And again, in this first step, we're going to cover it with plastic wrap, and that's going to keep the moisture in. And in this point, this part of the chicken, we are actually steaming it in its own juices. But then when I take it out, I'm going to transfer it to our hot oven to crisp that skin and make the flesh delicious, tender, juicy, and moist. All right, now this we're going to do for 20 minutes on high power. Okay, now let me show you the other chicken. I have preheated the oven. It's been preheating now 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and I'll check the temperature. It's probably now at about 250 degrees. But remember I showed you that I cut the back out of that to make it more efficient? And it's very easy to do that. Just pick your chicken up, hold it securely on one side with your hand, and run your knife down the one side of the backbone all the way to the neck. Then on the other side of the backbone, the same thing, a nice sharp knife, and just run right down there. And be careful when you get down toward the neck, because there's a couple of bones here that you want to have connected to the chicken. Now save this and all the giblets for a stock, because I always need chicken stock, and again, it's so much less expensive if you make your own than if you buy it from the store. So we'll put that in the chicken locker over here. And again, we don't want to braise this in the oven. We want to truly roast it. So what we do is to place it into this glass cooking container. And notice this, it has a little depression around the edge of this, and that's so the juices run off here and into this. Just like a roasting rack that I use the wire rack in the microwave, but this is for the oven. I'm going to season these chickens the same way, and that will be with a combination of seasoned salt and lemon pepper. And on this guy, I'm even going to squeeze some lemon juice over the top, because remember, this is going to be in a hot oven, which can cause it to dry out. So we'll use a little bit more of lemon juice on this one. Lemon pepper. And lemon juice. These lemons have been pre-microwaved, so you can see the juice just oozes out of there. It's so easy when you use your microwave for general cooking tasks. All right, oven is 4 minutes. It's not quite up to the 450 degrees that I wanted, but I'm going to stick it in anyway, because sometimes you really don't have to preheat it to that amount. On the middle shelf we go. Oh, using these hot ovens, all that blast of air gets in your eyes. I'm being facetious, of course, but again, working with a cool microwave is a lot easier than with a hot oven. Okay, both of these chickens are going. This guy's going to take an hour, but I'm not going to cook it that whole time. What I'm going to do is, after this chicken is done, I want to show you the difference in temperature, because in the microwave it goes up to a point where it starts changing from raw to cooked very, very quickly. In about 10 minutes, it'll be up around 120 degrees. This in the conventional oven takes about almost 50 minutes to reach that 120. Then the rest of the cooking to go up to 165 occurs very quickly. And at that point, when this chicken is at about 40, I'm going to transfer it to the hot oven, and that'll give us that crispy brown skin, the most delicious, succulent, juicy chicken you've ever had. Come back in about 15 minutes and we'll show you the rest of this recipe of JumpStart cooking techniques. Well, our 20 minutes is almost up, and we're going to check the temperature of this chicken to make sure that it's cooking as I told you it would be. Anytime you want, of course, open the door. I don't have to tell you that anymore because you've been watching JumpStart Cooking, and in this show, we give you all the tips on how to use your microwave to its greatest degree. All right, now I'm going to check the temperature right between the thigh and the breast. And notice I'm just going right through the plastic wrap. It doesn't matter because I'm going to take it off anyway. And we're up to 160 degrees. Okay, that's all right. Now you might think I might overcook it when I transfer it to the hot oven, but that's not true because since there's no hot air in the microwave, all the juices are retained by that bird. I'm going to remove this plastic wrap. And look at that beautiful bird now. This one goes into the hot oven. But let's take a look at the one that's in the hot oven now. And it's been cooking for 26 minutes. So I'm going to bring it out and set it up here. And we're going to take a look at it. Now watch out when you open this oven because it's hot. But I want you to see the difference. Look at the color of the microwave chicken compared to the conventionally cooked chicken. And let's check its temperature right between the thigh and the breast again. And we have here going down to less than 100 degrees. And here this chicken is totally cooked and it's only in 20 minutes, all right? But we want that skin to get nice and charred and juicy and crispy. That's the way we like it. So we just put it back in the hot oven and complete the cooking. Okay, now here's another technique. I've shown you how to do the chicken from the microwave to the oven. We can also do it from the oven to the microwave. But actually I like the first way better because the skin gets browner and more crispy. But we'll just take this guy out and put it in our microwave now. And the first one was 20 minutes, right? Well, let's put this guy, less than 100, in for 15 minutes. And then I will check the temperature and see how much longer it's going to take to cook it on high power. All right, this is a two-step cooking segment, so what I'm going to do now is to leave you for a couple of minutes. Well, it won't be a couple of minutes to you, but to me it will be. It was 10 minutes, that's what we're going to do, and I'll be back in 10 minutes. You just stay tuned and you'll see me reveal that golden brown, delicious, crispy, fully cooked chicken in only 35 minutes compared to an hour and 10 minutes if you were going to cook it all the way in your hot oven. I'll be right back. Well, the 10 minutes has expired. That's 20 minutes in the microwave, 10 minutes in a hot oven, and you don't have to preheat that hot oven because since the chicken is already hot from the microwave, it's like momentum from that heat, and as it gradually heats up, as the oven gradually heats up, it just keeps cooking, so you don't have to preheat it. Another energy-saving aspect of JumpStart cooking. All right. Oh, God, that blast of hot air is a killer. Brown and crispy, delicious and juicy. Let me serve this guy up. Look at that. Look at the color of that, the crispy skin. All right, here we go. A little white meat. Can you hear the crunch of the skin? You know, we shouldn't eat the skin unless we're on a Atkins diet or something, but God darn, it tastes good. Let's bring this off. Place that on the platter along with the chicken, maybe a little bit of dark meat. Got a lovely big thigh here and maybe a wing. Then we're flying. All Cook it up with your microwave. It only takes 20-25 minutes, and you've got wonderful chicken for a chicken salad, for chicken sandwiches, for a chicken meal, little vegetable on there, and you've got it perfect. Juicy, moist, perfect in only 25 minutes. You've saved over 2 kilowatt hours. Now think of everyone in the country that roasts a chicken. If they use this, we'd have billions of kilowatt hours saved, and that's contributing to our healthier environment. And that's your JumpStart cooking tip for today, a whole roasted chicken in just 25 minutes.